Hey, what's happening, guys? Hope everyone is well. On this segment, I would like to talk about the Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall, Stipe Miocic debacle situation, whatever you want to call it, where Stipe was scheduled to fight Jon Jones. Jon Jones got injured. Of course, he got that pec tear, widely known. He's on the mend. He recently got an elbow surgery on top of the pec tear. So, yep, he's going to be out for a bit. Tom Aspinall is currently the heavyweight interim champ of the UFC. Stipe was left in limbo. There was talks of Stipe Miocic versus Tom Aspinall, but now Tom Aspinall has been going back and forth with Jon Jones, and he's clamoring for a shot at the possible GOAT of mixed martial arts, Jon Jones. Jon doesn't seem interested. I see some fans that understand his position. I see some fans saying that he's ducking Tom Aspinall. I'm just going to drop my honest thoughts and my take. All right, so let's get into this. First, I'm going to say that I believe that Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic both deserve and have earned the right to have their super fight at heavyweight. Those guys have paid their dues. They've made their bones. They've done it all. Two legends of the sport. They're both up there in age. Tom Aspinall is this new breed of mixed martial art heavyweight who is extremely well-rounded, a super athlete. He's freaking huge. And I do legitimately think he can beat Jon Jones at heavyweight. Not to say that Jon can't beat him, of course. But why should Jon Jones fight Tom Aspinall? To unify what? I mean, the man went up to heavyweight to accomplish a specific goal, to win the heavyweight title. Francis Ngannou and the UFC parted ways. Jon faced Ciryl Gane for the actual heavyweight title. He defeated Ciryl Gane, completely ran through him. And one of his dream fights was to face Stipe Miocic, who many consider the heavyweight GOAT of the UFC. So through like sheer bad luck, Jon gets injured, the Stipe fight is off. Again, there was talks of Stipe versus Tom, and then maybe Jones faces the winner. Now there's talks of Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall definitely wants that. And my whole thing is like, it just doesn't make sense to me to prove what and do what. I'm not even sure if it makes total sense for Tom Aspinall. So if Tom Aspinall fights Jon Jones and loses, it's going to look double bad because Jon Jones is 36 years old. And I believe, yes, he's a little bit out of his prime, which is more than enough to beat anybody in the world. But still, I don't think Jon is 27, 28-year-old Jon. So if he loses to Jon, that's going to look bad because Jon is like, quote, a little up there in age for mixed martial arts. If he beats Jon Jones, it's also going to look bad because he beat a, quote, old Jon Jones. You know, people are going to be talking. That's what they're going to say. They're going to invalidate the win. And I get it. Tom Aspinall wants to face the very best. It's exciting to face the arguable GOAT. Now, what does it do for Jon? So I think Jon himself knows that he's not exactly the same fighter as he was when he was younger. And he has only so many training camps in him. And you can only be in that fight mindset for so long. I mean, he's had a really long career. He's fought killers. And what was going to get him out of bed again after doing it all is to fight Stipe Miocic. That motivated Jon. That excites him. It's a super fight between two GOATs. To get up out of bed to go through grueling training camps to fight a young buck, part of the new breed, this huge heavyweight savage that moves like a welterweight with skills up the wazoo. It's like, what does that do for Jon? Like, no disrespect to Tom Aspinall, but like, what has he really done compared to Jon Jones? At this point, Jon kind of deserves the right to like fight who he wants to without getting crap from fans. I'm seeing comments where people are saying Jon Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. Yeah, he probably is. And with good reason. He's 36 years old, has a lot of fight mileage, has done it all, is a bona fide legend. He's arguably the GOAT. The guy probably doesn't want to go into a fight at a disadvantage against a young beast like Aspinall. He wants that super fight with Stipe, who's probably at his level at this point, meaning a little bit out of his prime. And then after that, right off into the sunset. And I think that's exactly what they both should do, Stipe Miocic and Jon Jones. Then let Tom Aspinall rule the UFC heavyweight division and blaze his own path, create his own legacy, fighting all these up-and-coming savages. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. I don't fault Jon Jones. I don't fault Stipe for not fighting Tom Aspinall. I think those two should wait, Stipe and Jon Jones, and face each other. Then after that, like I said, Tom Aspinall can roll. I saw in a social media post where Jon Jones kind of touched on guys sticking around too long when they should have checked out and be honest with themselves that they're not exactly the same fighter. It's like some of you guys really want to see Jon Jones go in there and get starched. At some point, you got to kind of look out for the legends, kind of take care of them, appreciate the fights that they put on for us, the entertainment, the battles, the great moments. And when they get to a certain point, let these guys face guys at the same level or have some fun fights before they check out. I personally don't like to see the older legends, guys getting up there a bit, facing off against the newer breed and get destroyed because in their prime that wouldn't happen. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap up this quick rant. Just drop my honest thoughts. Once again, I think Jon and Stipe should wait. When they're ready, have their fight. And that's a wrap for 2 historical careers. Then Tom Aspinall could do his thing in a heavyweight division. But you guys let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this whole situation? What do you think should happen? Who are you siding with? Do you get the multiple perspectives? Where these guys are coming from? Can't wait to read your thoughts. Thanks for listening or watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, please stay safe, my friends, and take care.